daily live stream for February the 7th. Something happened with the scheduling of the, look what I have. Look what I have. What? 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 Huh? Somebody's super excited. Somebody's super excited. My angel. I, I tried in advance to schedule the live for 11 p.m. Somehow it got set for 9:05 p.m. and I don't know how to access it to get it started. So hopefully everybody comes on over to here. Um, I'm gonna do something real quick too. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna go through the Telegram group. All right, now it's what's up, grass? Let's hear it. Let's hear the good news. What's up, Danny? Yeah. Hey, Sweet Pea. So grass, you went and you blocked her, huh? That's great, dude. That's awesome. Good for you, man. I'm proud of you. You're gonna do that. You're gonna thank me for that at some point soon. Now, it might take a little while to sink in. You may go through a period of missing her a little bit and second guessing yourself. But at the end of the day, you're going to be so proud of yourself for collecting the strength it took to do that. Great decision. You did the right thing. Keep growing. Uh-oh, Fancy is on a tear. Y'all, look at Fancy. She's going nuts. Look at her. She's got the zoomies. What are you doing? Get that puppy. Fancy's got the zoomies, y'all. Grass said I blocked her TikTok. She gave me Snapchat, Instagram, and her phone number. Good. Get rid of it all, brother. Move on. Turn the page on that. Welcome everybody in. I did a quick live earlier. I just had something on my mind. I was inspired to share. Uh, I thought it was a great quick live. It turned out to be a little quicker than I thought. I had a commute to go from one place to the next. And what are you eating? I don't know. I had to get from one place to the next. And I want to get on just something that was on my mind. It was actually something I wanted to touch on the other night. One of the topics that I'd forgotten. But what's up, Pink Princess of the Internet? No, that's okay. It was a spur of the moment. I actually used the opportunity because I drive a lot. Um, See these internet gangsters. Look at these fucking perverts. That's today's society. Dude would never say something like that in person. But that's okay. You know, we gotta pray for these people. They're so empty and bankrupt inside that they come on people's hard-earned YouTube live streams and channels to get some kind of satisfaction out of doing that to people. I kind of feel, I mean, you know, they don't have women in their life. You know, maybe they had an abusive childhood or maybe they repressed, but I can't let those people get a reaction out of it because I'm gonna tell you right now, that dude would never speak that shit to my face like that. You know what I mean? And that's just part of today's modern society. What it offers is people to show up a little bit at a distance. Um, and that's the reason why you have these youngsters who kind of have this attitude that they got. When I was growing up, you didn't have a keyboard to hide behind. If you had something to say and you got stupid with the wrong person, we had more respect growing up, though. We respected our elders, we respected each other. we clowned a bit, school age and all, because that's just what young people do as they grow and evolve. They testing each other a little bit. But if you went up to somebody talking like that, you were ready to fight. And usually somebody who comes talking like that in your face ain't what they about. Now they get to do it from behind a screen and a keyboard. But that's okay. Good or bad? Yes. Well, I'm not Cajun, but I live in Louisiana. Yeah. Oh, that's another one. Must be the same person. Kelly Mendoza. Hey. Well, this is what these people do. Their whole identity, their whole purpose, they're so bankrupt and broken inside that these men actually get a rise, some kind of emotional satisfaction or a sense of accomplishment by being able to enter another man's emotional space and try to rile him up. That's girl energy. Girls do that shit. Girls do that to men because they know they have the upper hand emotionally and mentally. We have the upper hand physically, so a girl can't walk up to you and punch you in the mouth and think some women are doing that shit these days. But these women are more emotionally tactful. They know how to cut you deep emotionally because they can't hurt you physically. And that's what these young men who are raised today have, this feminine energy, this whole feminine attitude. That's right, Nathan. That's the way it was. After school, bro. Meet me at the park. Um, it must be the same person over and over again. Favorite firearm? I do, as a matter of fact. Nah, Glock 19. Yeah, it was way easier back then. Sup, Survivor? Well, when the mods come in, they can take care of it. That's just the way it was, but that's how we lived and died. You tested a little bit, you scrapped, you threw hands, you got down, and usually you're friends with the person after the fact. And you were usually friends with the person after the fact. You'd have your words, you'd throw hands a little bit, and that was it. It was a done deal. That's the way men used to settle shit. Sweet Pea said, I hated the fight because I was scared of really putting a hurting on someone. I'd rather talk it out, but they didn't then, eh? Well, here's what happens is the one who's in the room minding their business, being nice and trying to keep the peace, is probably the one you don't want to stir up. Um, if you find people who are very polite, but there's something about you that says, I don't know what it is. People mistaken the respect and politeness for weakness nowadays. People got that shit twisted. The reason I'm so respectful and polite to people is because I've seen what that looks like. I don't want anything to do with that. People who have not experienced real violence and the consequences don't understand that. They think it's some kind of badge of honor or some kind of ego lift to put hands or beat somebody up. It's the people that avoid conflict, and not this weak, soft people that avoid conflict, because as a man, you're going to experience conflict. You're going to have to resolve. You're going to have to get in some tough shit sometimes and not be afraid of it. Sometimes you're going to have to create conflict in your own life. And I don't mean intentionally cause trouble, but you, as a man, you can't be afraid of conflict. But these guys these tough guys who walk around all puffed up and thinking they this and that, and like try to intimidate you by staring and stuff like that. Them dudes ain't shit. The loudest one in the room is usually the weakest one in the room. And that's a true saying. Survivor said he's a 5.56 guy. I'm talking about the best utility tool to walk around, carry. All it's a Glock 19. Most versatile, easy to shoot, great fucking platform, super reliable. Look at this guy again. Same thing. What's up, fitness? Doing good, brother. How are you? Vessel of Honor says, whoever lost bought the beer. Yeah. You know, even out in public, nowadays, kids, they just gonna shoot. Like it's a fucking, it's twisted out there. Some guy gets, they have words to say the wrong thing. They coming back with something. And, I grew up in New Orleans. When that stuff started getting bad, like you be hanging out in a quarter, you'd see a little scrap break out, you come 10 minutes later, that person would come back and start shooting. And they didn't aim, like they didn't have Kevlar, no marksman. They just started blasting, spraying and praying is what we called it. Doing great, fitness. How are you? What's up, Tyrone? The Sweet Pea said, my quiet nature. I think kindness is the way. As a man, and I preach this to all men, you got to have the capability to be ultra violent at any time. You need the capability to respond to violence with worse violence. But that being a measure of last resort, always lead with kindness and respect. And for some reason, people don't appreciate that. People think that is like, ooh, an opportunity. See you some kind of sucker or prey. But what's up, Fresh? The Super Bowl is a buzzing, brother. It's a buzzing. What's up, Lost? Good to see you too. Thank you. That's right. Walk in love and be prepared for war. The warrior in the garden. Yeah, the Super Bowl, it's booming out here. Especially, I went just on the outskirts of the city today. I don't want nothing to do with all that. All right, Cam Motion, you got your attention. We saw you. Free Diddy, yeah. Go find something else to do with yourself, brother or sister, whatever you want. There we go. Most highest respect, but don't back into a corner because you find out. That's the way it is. What's up, Pig Pen? What's up from Louisiana, brother? So yeah, that's that. I don't even really like talking about that kind of stuff because it's so fucking irrelevant to me. I've shot a SIG survivor. No, I'm a Glock guy. I'll take a Glock over a SIG. I mean, who can disprove that the Glock is the best, most efficient, and reliable fucking tool in the world? Like, it's just for what you pay for that thing and what it does, it overperforms its price by miles. Um, it way exceeds its performance over price. I have a Gen 1. I still have a Gen 1. And this thing, you can run about 500 through it and nothing. No, it won't even act up. I find the SIGs to be a little stiffer, but that's to each his own, I suppose. Everybody's got a preference. No, I did have a 23 though. It was a 40. That was just a little too snappy. Even with the compensator, it was just a little too snappy for me. I mean, you really don't need all that. I don't think. I think a 9 mil, 115 ball, that's all you need. You don't need anything fancy. What's up, Madge? See you back, sweetie. Vessel said he's an FN guy, huh? I have an acquaintance of mine just bought a CZ. Well, I don't know if I come across one, I'll try it, but I don't have a 21. Now, I do like the 45 for the knockdown. I'd rather have more quantity though. I agree, Divine. What's up? Good to see you in here. All right, Sweet Pea, go deal with them childrens. Go fix that baby's hair. Come back in here. Shit, I was wide awake. I'm starting to get tired. I sat on the sofa. I just got home from training my clients. I have this place I stop and attend. There you go, Sweet Pea. Tell them, hit that like button, y'all. Shit. You know, I'm going to tell y'all here, I've been announcing it every stream. My channel's been suppressed. I'm shadow banned. My alerts are, oh yeah, let me get back to the beginning. So everybody, this is the Proud Masculine live stream, February 7th. If you're coming in, hit that like. If you're sitting here, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. But due to the fact that my channel has been suppressed, my notifications aren't getting out, not even to my regulars, not even to my subscribers. So what I've done is created a Telegram group where I'll be dropping a link in. I'll be dropping a link every night before the live. That way you'll get the Telegram notification to know, and all you got to do is hit the link. Like you go in your Telegram messages, hit the link, and you'll come right on the stream, right? So if you haven't done that, the link is in the description. All you got to do is hit the Telegram link, hit join, and you'll be a member of the group. What's up, Lopez? And you'll become a member of the Telegram group, which is a great group where people can just catch up and chat and talk about things behind the scenes. Y'all can exchange information, get to know each other, which would be awesome because this is a pretty tight community like that. Also, I'll be going down the chat. If you have a certain question or topic you want to tend to and you're not going to wait in line, or you want something immediately, some answers, throw it in the super chat. Or you can just donate. Donate to the channel. Everything goes to the studio and back into this channel to grow the channel. This is something I do on my own. This is my own. I don't have sponsorships or partners. This is all me. All the proceeds go back into the channel to grow the channel. And I would ask you to share also. Share the channel also with people who you think might need to hear the stuff I talk about and just want to be a member of a fucking awesome community that has grown to nearly 3,000 now. So, and then one more ask, and I'll mention it again before we get off, is once the live stream is posted in the archives as a video, as part of my library, go in and give some feedback in the comments section. Just whatever. Great stream sucked, whatever. Your opinion, topics for ideas, whatever you feel compelled to. And if you want to donate proportion to the value you've gotten from the stream and the information I've given. And I also have a library of other videos that can help you with a lot of different things that I've applied myself and to my clients. And if you want to book a one-on-one, go into the description. You can email me at proudmasculine@gmail. The link is in the description. Or you can DM me on Instagram, or you can go through my website. Just go to proudmasculine.com, coaching, and book it from there, and we can work together. Anyway, I digress. Back to the stream. I usually say that in the beginning, but I got thrown off with the whole inappropriate troll stuff. Wait a minute. Here we go. First super chat of the night. Divine. $5 super chat. Let's get W's in the chat for Warrior Divine. Always a contributor. Always. In many ways. I don't just mean super chats. Great community member. Really, really ups the energy and keeps it cool and balanced in here. Was craving alcohol a couple of nights this week, which is unusual. Have to wait until tomorrow. I'm good without. Maybe just irritated with the job. Well, there you go. That's a good way to step back and kind of assess where could this be coming from. And sometimes we seek that feeling of feeling better, using something to help us feel better instantly with changing or altering our reality. Drugs through alcohol. Because at the end of the day, altering your reality is all about escaping your current situation. So it very well could be. You could be stressed. You could be feeling a little pressure. You could be unhappy and just want to kind of soothe for a minute. I suggest you pray and meditate. Yeah. And let the answer come from God. He'll tell you exactly what you need and put you right where you need to be. Let's get to Mads here. Mad says, I feel like you'll really be able to help me out with this. My boyfriend of 5 years just broke up with me. He meant no bad at all and didn't mean to hurt me. I truly loved him so much and I still do. I'm sorry to bother you with this, but I feel like you're able to help. I'm just hurting right now. Well, Mads, I'm sorry to hear that, sweetie. And you don't have to apologize for that. This is exactly my specialty is breakups and breakup recovery and relationship recovery and relationships. That's what my whole brand is really based on. Male self-improvement, usually from, but I've had women clients too. So, and I've had men and women clients who've dealt with breakups and I've dealt with my own. So I know where you're at. It's going to suck for a little bit. I like that you have this mature mindset that he probably meant no harm and didn't mean to hurt you. And you truly love him and you still do. So look, here's let me just rip the Band-Aid off of this one and say it's going to hurt for a little bit. But at the end of the day, you're going to be okay. If you're together 5 years, I think you're 17 or 18. Y'all got together young. And, there's a chance he's going to circle back. Maybe y'all have just evolved in different directions. Maybe things just aren't what they used to be. And that happens, especially when you start young and you get with somebody. And I'm sure you've shared a lot of special times. 5 years you can fit a lot of experience, conversations, dinners, dates. There's other intimate things that go on in a relationship. I don't know, you're 17. I'm not going to say anything, but you know what I'm talking about. And closeness. And there's a certain emotional bond that happens over time. So I don't know what your goal is. If your goal is to get him back and try to rethink the relationship and retool it, the best thing you can do, listen up close, Mads. Are you listening to me? Tell me you're listening. Mads, are you here? Okay, good. Here's what you do. If you want to get him back, if you want to get back together, rethink the relationship and see, if there's an opportunity or chance to work on things, you take this time. Do not call him. Do not contact him. Just hide his social media for now. Whatever ties you have with him, suppress. I'm not saying you throw this person out of your life. There's a reason why I told Grass to do what he did, because that bitch cheated on him. You never need to see that person again. In your case, it could just be some little bit of attraction falling or thinking, he's growing and, going through a phase or something. It's very possible. But the best thing you can do to help that situation, if your desire is to circle back and have another look at the relationship, maybe take another run, it's to absolutely leave him alone. Here's the thing about breakup, y'all. When you're a couple, it's a known arrangement that you're an exclusive couple in each other's lives because you both absolutely want to be. And, you've come to the terms of we're together in a romantic sense, boyfriend, girlfriend, And all that entails. A breakup is when one person, typically, they say there's mutual breakups, but that's usually bullshit. But the breakup happens when one person unilaterally, and I talked about this earlier, decides to change the terms of the relationship. Essentially, what that person is telling you, no matter how soft they are, how mean they are, what they're telling you is that they see their life being better without you in it. And that's just the ugly truth. And it has no reflection of the other person. This is just how it is. Um, so for whatever reason, whatever the experience has been, it's led them to the conclusion that their life's better without you. So you know what you do? You give them the gift of losing you. You let them see what life is going to be like without you. Let them experience it. Let them go do their thing. Um, there's certain terms that I have that, like once you break up, and this is usually for guys that I say, like if you break up and you say, okay, I don't want to break up. No, I want to work on this relationship, but if that's your decision, go for it. I'll respect it. I don't like it. I'll respect it. And you go do your thing. Now, she goes off for a couple of weeks. A little time apart sometimes really does a lot for the dynamic. It brings back it brings these familiar emotions back to surface. Having an absence of this person that's been in your life every day through all these things, holidays, movies, how many dinners, how many experiences you've had. And sometimes these emotions get buried and bogged down with other stuff. Maybe some negative circumstances going on in a relationship. It might just be bored. And they thinking, I got to do better. And so in order to give it time for the positive to come back to surface is time apart, the absence. And then like in men's case, I don't know what to say about women because I think sex is different for men and women. But in a man's case, if she goes off, go does her thing. If she sleeps with somebody, you can never have it back together. It'll never be the same. Now, because I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of times, most oftentimes, these exes will circle back. Like I said, after you've given them some time apart, and I call it giving them the gift of losing you, because that's a gift. You're a gift. And if somebody decides that their life is going to be better without you in it, and they make that decision and follow through with it, then that's the consequence they're going to pay, is losing you in their lives. So they've lost. If some time goes by and they come circle back, which they usually do, they usually always do, they come circle back. For guys, if she's slept with somebody, it's no deal. Now, we can be casual, we can be fuck buddies, but we'll never be in a relationship again. Like it'll never be a serious, committed relationship ever again. We can mess around and we can have fun, but we ain't going back there. No more boyfriend, girlfriend. Those days are over. So, Mads, for you, don't reach out to him for any reason. I mean, unless you got like money or he's got some property he needs to get from you, or you have some kind of bills or business, and keep it strictly business if that's the case. If he says, hey, I left my favorite sweater over there, tell him, okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it outside for you. Or when do you want to come get it? Sometimes they'll do that to get back too, just to see you. But don't reach out to him for any reason at all. Like I said, unless you have business, unless you got something at his house or something that you absolutely need. If it's some small item like a hair clip or your favorite pink socks or some trivial item, just leave it. Don't ever bother. Don't even worry. You can replace that. And then in the event that he does reach back out to you, don't mention the breakup. Don't say anything. Don't say, oh, where have you been? I've been missing you so much. Oh my God, I never thought you were going to call me. Don't do it. It's very casual. Match the energy. If he calls you, he's like, hey, what's up? Or text you. I don't know, nobody talks on the fucking phone anymore. Text you, hey, what's up? I know, chilling. What's up? What's up with you? Match the energy. You know, if he comes back a little strong, hey, I'm missing you. Oh yeah, what do you miss? Like, don't give it the inclination that you over here waiting to hear an answer or get some resolution. Like the first time they reach out, they probably just coming back to probe and test the waters a little bit to see how you're handling things. And the worst thing you can do with an ex that circles back around is let them think that you have been there obsessing about them the whole time and give them that sense of security. Like when somebody circles back, you got to make it sound like, yeah, just living my life. You know, you said you don't want to be together anymore, so I moved on with some other stuff, and you know, life's been great. How have you been? You know, that's the attitude you want to project. That's the energy you want to project. Strength and indifference. Oh, hey, you called? What's up? I've been thinking about you. Yeah, I've thought about us too. How you been? And don't go running back to his arms, and don't go, oh, I'm so glad you called. God, where have you been? Why haven't you talked to me? What happened? What did I do? Just tell me. Don't do that. Listen to me. Don't do that. Match the energy. And if something's going to happen, it can slowly come back. And it has to be his idea. He changed the terms. Now he's got to make it right. He left. He's got to come back. He's got to do the work. He's got to prove himself worthy again. He's got to prove himself worthy to be back in your life. That's it. No fucking compromise, Mads. I'm telling you. If you are in a position where you would like to revisit the relationship, that's the only way it can be. He's got to come back to you and he's got to put the work in 100% for a little while, you know, until he's proven that he appreciates you in his life again. And he can demonstrate that. You're going to be hurting, sweetie. There's nothing you can do about that for the time being. What you can do is journal. Journal, journal, journal. This is a tool that so few people use, but it's probably one of the most resourceful things you can do. Also, throw yourself into yourself. Go look at the relationship. See what are some things that you've participated in that could have caused the breakup. Confront yourself. Be honest with you. You don't have to tell anybody. You and your notepad is the only two people that have to only you and the notepad are all that has to know what are some of the things you've done that you can genuinely look back and say, I could have done this different. I could have done that different. I could have. And, you know, it could be, I could have been a better listener. I could have been more attentive. I could have been less of a pain in the ass. I could have been more interesting, like whatever. And, you know, things that are glaring defects, because everybody has defects. That's not a knock on humanity. Everybody's got character defects. Look at those things and see what do you have to do to shore these things up and improve these things. That way, you take the time, you do this work on yourself, you know, stay focused on your dance and rehabbing your knee, you know, your studies, your interests, keep doing all of that. But you don't want when an ex comes circling back around for you to be in the exact same place that they left you, right? You don't want to be the same version of yourself that they left. But regardless if they come back or not, you don't want to be the same version of for the next opportunity, because there will be another opportunity. And what you don't want to do is carry the same things that into that relationship that potentially interfered with that relationship into another one, because you're going to get the same result. It's all about growth. And this is what I tell men after you've broken up with. This is a golden opportunity to really develop yourself, to really invest in and put time and deep work into, for lack of better words, creating your best self, to reaching your highest potential. You have no distractions, and you have all this motivation and all this energy and pressure disguised as pain and hurt to put into yourself fully. Like, go all in. Don't look up. Just work. Head down and work. And the point when he comes back around, he's not going to recognize so many of the things that he didn't find attractive. At the end of the day, a relationship, a broken up relationship, is a gradual loss of attraction over time. That's just the way it is. And it has nothing to do with it's some things that happen over time between two people. One person usually loses the attraction over time and they break up. That's what a breakup is at its core, a loss of attraction for whatever reason. But in the event he comes back around, you're not going to be the same woman that he left. And you don't want to just make it look like you've done absolutely nothing with yourself while they were gone. You know what I mean? This goes for guys. So do not contact him. Get busy on yourself. Journal and understand this. What you're going through is normal. A breakup is the same path as grieving. You're grieving a loss, a deep loss. And what's happened is all of these chemicals, these feel-good chemicals that come over time with bonding with someone, the oxytocin and there's a handful of other chemicals that are constantly flowing. And it's actually the same chemicals that release when you do cocaine and opiates. You get the same feel-good chemicals. It's a different dose and a different concentration of. When the source of those chemicals, think of the relationship as a drug. And when you cut that drug cold turkey, you go into withdrawals. The same chemical reaction in a breakup is the same chemical reaction of withdrawing from heroin or opiates. Same exact, bio makeup. It's going to sting. You're going to be affected mentally, emotionally, physically. You're going to go on these emotional roller coasters where you're missing them so bad it hurts. You can't get out of bed and you can't eat. Well, the next minute you're eating too much and you can't go to sleep because you miss them and you're thinking about all the things. I could have done this and I could have done that. I should have said this. I should have said that. I wonder if they think, I better call them and tell them how much they mean to me and that I'm here waiting just in case. Oh, no, I better not. Well, fuck them. They missed out. And you go from mad to sad to angry to sad to depressed, You're going to go all over the place for a little bit. It's going to be, but this is why you journal. You got to get this stuff out. And give yourself permission to feel the sting a little bit. Sit with those feelings. It's okay to feel that stuff. It's okay to say to yourself, I'm hurt. I'm having separation anxiety. This has created a big hole in me. My self-esteem has taken a huge hit. I can't imagine my life without this person, and I'm panicking. And I'm going to sit here for a little while, and I'm just going to feel this. I'm going to let this stuff go through my head. I'm going to feel it through my body. I can feel my stomach and my chest. And I'm just going to breathe through it, and I'm going to acknowledge this feeling and this pain without judging it. Nor am I going to judge myself or the other person for it. I'm just going to sit with it and let it run its course. A lot of people try to do is avoid that. A lot of people try to convince themselves that it's going to be fine, everything's okay, and that's like lying to yourself. Your body is not going to like that, and it will fight you back and make it harder. These things are happening for a reason inside of you. Allow it. Sit with it. Nourish it. Let it be. It's okay. The quicker you let that stuff run its course, the quicker it goes away. The more you try to resist, the more it will persist. And you'll be in it deep. So don't contact, journal, sit with it. Give yourself a week or so to just be used to having fucking Sucksville at 1,000%, because that's how it's going to be. And, you know, you got to watch breakup coaches. Some of them mislead you. There's no guarantee that they'll come back. There's never a guarantee. You know, guys are calling me in a panic. What can I do to get my ex back? That's all they want to hear. Is she coming back? What do you think? Oh, I'd get the question every time. So how long do you think? Like, you don't have to tell me exactly, but generally, how long does it take an ex to come back? And it's like, it depends. Well, so if this happened and this happened and this happened, I'm like, no, I can't read your mind. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't read her mind. I have no idea. My experience has been they will come back at some point. But anyway, and of course, I can help you here from time to time. Journaling, you know, you already take care of yourself physically. Don't go slipping into alcohol and drugs to soothe that pain. That will only magnify it and make it 10 times worse over a short period of time. Absolutely avoid any self-destructive behavior. That's self-destructive thinking, self-destructive behaving, acting, doing. No alcohol, no drugs. You got to be really careful right now because I'm sure you have access to prescription pain pills. And that's a good way to feel good for a little bit. Oh, my knee hurts. Let me take some of these happy pills. It's dangerous, sweetie. You can really fuck your life up by doing that. And at the end of the day, nobody's worth ruining anything. Nobody, no one person. And right now, you're not even feeling that. You can't see past right now how bad it hurts. And that's okay. I've been there. So have scores of other men and women. It's a passage into adulthood. You got to have your heart broken. And just know, and I know none of this I'm saying is going to be very comforting for the time being, but it will pass. The question is, what do you want to look like on the other side? When this passes over, at some point it will subside. And if you deal with it in a healthy fashion, it will go quicker than if you try to hang on to it and obsess about it. It will get there quicker. And typically, they come back when you settle down and you're easy about it. I can't tell you. Every time I start to forget the other person, I'm like, okay, you know, wake up. I feel great. I don't even think about them. What's going on? Wow, they show up. It's like they have a radar. It's like the universe is telling them, hey, they're over you now. You better hurry up back. Every time. I'm not even bullshitting. So, and just know when it does pass, what do you want it to look like on the other end? Would you think that you would want to have used this time to really invest in yourself and better yourself as a human being, as a woman? Or would you like suffer through this and just have the same thing you're left with, you know, for a few months, having done nothing? Throw yourself into your dance, throw yourself into your rehab. Journal every day. Journal every day. Journal every day. Without compromise, no fail, no exceptions. And if you're together for 5 years, it's almost, I mean, I don't want to get your hopes up. I'm not giving you any guarantees, but chances are he's going to circle back. And it's going to look like, hey, what's up? You know, some indirect shit. It's called the indirect direct approach. I dated this girl one time and she wanted to ask me what was the name of that restaurant we went to. Hey, am I muted, y'all? I haven't looking through the chat. All right, time out, y'all. I have to catch up on the chat. So right here it says, grass set is back. I had to get back. Breakup is hard, but you have to get over it. You can't just drown for the rest of your life. What's up, Good Gooder? Mads, I'm coming to you, sweetie. Y'all hang in. I think my mic died. I might have been muted for a little while. I have no idea. This, folks, is a man full serious. Thank you, Tim. All right, Mads, I'm going to read your stuff. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Not shoving me away because I was young. That was truly, really good for me to hear. I cannot thank you enough. Here we go, another fucking loser troll. What up, B? So I never had these photos she gave me when we were together. Should I rip them up? Yes, she's done, Grass. She's done. We need to get a mod to get baloney. Yeah, I got him. Look at all these. Y'all don't worry about that. This person has been jumping in the chat as somebody different multiple times. This is why nobody's coming in the fucking chat. Here we go. We're divine. That's why they call cocaine that girl. Yeah, that's right. Maya says, excellent advice. Give yourself the grace to move on through the hurt until you come out on the other side. Viva Mexico, cabron. Nostalgia Hall. Hello, sir. Can you please take a moment for your stream to give a shout out to Jesus Christ of Nazareth? Always we can do that. Shout out to Jesus. All day, brother. Thank you and bless you for that. Beatus, what's up, brother? Getting better from being sick these past few days. Hope y'all are good and healthy out there. I'm 110%, brother. Alive and kicking. Ephraim, ¿qué pasó? Maya says, why would you want someone who doesn't want you? If it's meant for you, nothing can take them away. If they're not for you, nothing can make them stay. It's very good. Touchgrass says he vapes to make the hurt go away. Don't do that. Patel, hello. AFC, tough, thank you. Grass, please try and break that. I promise Christ and the Bible will make you feel 10 times better and will truly help you. This does not kill your body. AFC said, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Amen, AFC. Pin comment to the top. Oklahoma Bunny. All right, Mad said you're good now. You're back. You were muted about 45 seconds. Yeah. I don't know where I left off. Anyway, back to you, Mads. I'm still not finished. I know I'm taking the long way, but this is not an easy explain. This is not something that I can condense into a small paragraph answer. And I'm trying to hit as many angles of what you're going to deal with as possible and help you understand that, first off, it's a process. Secondly, oh, we got a super chat. C-Soul, $20 super chat. Let's get some W's in the chat for C-Soul, y'all, the big hitter tonight. C-Soul says, I appreciate you, all you have to say, night after night. You're versatile, wise, strong. Thank you for all you do. Well, thank you. That's an amazing thing to say, C-Soul. I really appreciate that. Much respect, much love. And of course, thank you for the donation. Good people here, y'all. Good people. Anyway, Mads, I wanted to tell you, this is going to be a process. Then don't contact, journal, invest in yourself, put the time into yourself to expand yourself. Listen, and a lot of people often mistaken, well, maybe if I show them how much I really want them, they'll come back. That's not the truth. The solution is not to give somebody more of what they didn't want. And I think our people have a hard time. They're trying to project what they're feeling onto this other person, and they're not in the same place. And it could come off, they can come off very cold and distant, and like you don't even know this person anymore, like unrecognizable, because that's a defense for them. In order for them to move away from you and feel good about it, they have to make you the bad guy for a little bit. That's just part of the natural process. And the last thing they want is more of what they said they didn't. So trying to force yourself onto them is not the answer. So, did you get all that? Do you understand that? Yeah, look who it is. Where'd you go? Ah, crap, I went the wrong way. Hey. Hi, baby. Did you get all that, Mads? Darren, hey, buddy, just had a long day at work. Just got back. Me and the girl are going to connect when I get back from my trip. And she does want to go out with me. Fucking right, Darren. Awesome, brother. Good job. Great work, sir. Now you got to let us know what happens on the date. Yeah, I noticed that, Mads. No, I'm telling you, y'all, my channel's suppressed right now. Nobody's getting any type of notification that my channel's on live. So anyway, I created the Telegram group as the live stream alert group. I will come every night. I'll put a link to the live stream in the Telegram and you'll get the alert there. My channel has been shadow banned and heavily suppressed ever since that incident. I've looked into it. It will lift over time. You just got to keep showing up. And this is why I ask everybody to participate. Well, look, guys, that was a very good live stream. Mads, I hope you got something out of that. And, of course, 2 super chats. Cecil, my man, Divine, always in. Thank you so much, both of y'all. So if you haven't yet, hit the like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, another big ask is to, when this video is posted in the library, it's archived in a library, go in the comment section and leave some feedback in the comments. That's just another way to activate the algorithm. Obviously, if you want to donate, throw it in a super chat. All donations are much appreciated and go right back into the channel. And with that, I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Good luck, everybody. Good night.